Welcome back to Movies TV Man. Of course, you can follow me on Twitter and now on Vero at Movies TV Man. And welcome to Sunday's edition of the dceu Daily. It may be a brand new year, but those old rumours of the Snyderverse being deleted and Cavill not being Superman anymore and Batfleck not being Batman in the DC Extended Universe have all resurfaced. Well, where have these rumours come from? Well, they've come from a Twitter account that was only formed in October of 2021. Have a think about that for a minute. And Grace Randolph, of course, who has been churning out this so-called news for a week or so. Now, she's starting to contradict herself because she's confirming this news from this Twitter account that was only formed in 2021. All these people that you probably shouldn't believe are confirming this as the truth. Who are not confirming this as the truth? Variety, The Hollywood Reporter, the two sites, the two news outlets that if they said it, it would be absolutely smacking true. So I'm not saying what Randolph and this newly created Twitter account are saying is not true. What it is, it's partially true. They're giving you partial things that are accurate, but they're holding back other things. I know more things about the Flash movie than Daniel RPK and Grace Randolph put together. The problem for me is I'm not a huge platform. I don't have a big following, so people are not going to believe me. But don't forget, I spent 6 months in Hollywood. I amassed some insiders from the actual industry, but people are not going to believe me because I'm not successful. If you were in Hollywood for 6 months, Mick, why haven't you got a huger platform? Why do you film your videos on a tablet? Stuff like that. It's like when a prostitute is a witness, right, in court. Basically, all of a sudden, she has bad eyesight because she's a prostitute. This is the kind of society that we live in. Anyway, this is what Grace Randolph has had to say. As I've told you with Update, The Flash, Batfleck's final appearance. That isn't breaking news, everyone. Michael Keaton has been confirmed to be in the Batgirl movie, but we still don't know if this is true. It's what they're basically doing here is they're taking the information of Keaton's appearance in Batgirl and running with other things. But that could be true. Batfleck could be finished after the Flash movie. And I told you before, if he's finished, it's because Ben didn't want to do it anymore, not because anyone's actually deleted him. Nobody is actually being deleted. Right. Old footage of Cavill used on TV. This means that Henry Cavill would only be seen with old footage on a television, on a TV, in the film. Right? This could also be true. Henry Cavill may not actually be in this film, and that's how they're going to use him. This could be true. But again, it may not be true. So we really don't know. But this again could be true. So I can't tell you that these things are lies. But anyway, new Justice League formed. Well, we spoke about this earlier last year on my live videos that there would be a brand new Justice League. That Barry Allen, when he fixes Flashpoint, will create a brand new Justice League because he has changed things. That's the whole point of this movie, to reboot and rebrand this franchise. So who's going to be part of this new Justice League initially? It's going to be Sasha Calais, Supergirl. It's going to be Ezra Miller's The Flash. And it's going to be Shazam. They're the people. They're the ones who create this brand new Justice League. They're the brand new members according to this leak. Again, most probably true. But this isn't anything to worry about, by the way, because we knew the Snyderverse was going to be removed from the Central Universe. And I told you ages ago, Zack would be given his own pocket universe, his own Elseworld, right? We've discussed this many times. It's not a total deletion. They're just removing it from the Central Universe because Warner Brothers decided to do that anyway. We knew that. This is old news. Now, she goes on to say that Supergirl is new Superman. Not true. Supergirl will be there initially, and maybe there won't be a Superman there at the beginning. But this is what I think here. If Michael Keaton is kind of replacing Ben Affleck in this new universe, then you can bet your bottom dollar a popular version of Superman will be replacing Henry Cavill if he is indeed being replaced. Someone like Brandon Routh, someone like that. So there will be a Superman there, right? So nobody is replacing anyone, but you know, she's there. She hasn't been there before. We haven't had this in the movies before. So that is true. Supergirl will be part of this new Justice League, but I do believe there will be another version of Superman to replace Henry Cavill. That's what I think. Now, Henry Cavill is a very popular Superman. He's popular with me too. This is not going to go down well, not just with the Snyder fans, but with everyone. But again, there will be certain members of the audience who will accept all of this and will see this as a brave new world. Of course, we don't know how it's going to look like because we haven't actually seen the movie. Keaton working with Black Canary. That's exciting. This is in the Flash movie. Picks Batgirl as new Batman. Again, he's not picking her as a new Batman, but she will be part of this central universe, and she will eventually, after the Batgirl movie, be a member of this brand new Justice League as well. This is a new DC, she says. Let's be open-minded and give it a fair shot. The problem is, Grace, you're stirring the pot like you always do, right? As many people are doing. But this is not the truth. But guess what happened? Ezra Miller on his Instagram, an Instagram I didn't even know he had, responded to a commenter. So we're going to find this. Where are we? Here we are. This is interesting. So someone puts up here, and this is, I think this is a fan saying this. Fans are going crazy thinking the movies are raising Zack's movies. They don't see the potential this movie will bring. Right. Ezra Miller says this. No power or force in any known megaverse would or could ever erase Zack Snyder's mighty works. You can take that quote, take that to the bank or the press or to the schools, to the military and other pillar of capitalism. I'm forgetting because of that thing where if you try to think of a group of things, you always forget one of them. So basically, Ezra Miller is saying there is no power or force in any known megaverse would or could ever erase Zack Snyder's, let's say that again, Zack Snyder's mighty works. So Ezra Miller's saying that no one could ever delete it. Of course, he could mean that it's so good you can't delete a film once it's been made. He could mean it like that. But I would take this as to say that they're not totally deleting Zack Snyder's work of films. Now, this is the thing. This is now when you people watching this video have to decide who you trust. Me or bloggers who are in the business of selling you stuff to make money and get clicks and to get hits. I am telling you that everything they're telling you is pretty much true, but it isn't the full story. Yes, brand new Justice League, headed by the Flash and Shazam and Sasha Calle's Supergirl. That is true. That's a fact, right? But then you have to ask the question, where's Wonder Woman? Where is she? Where's Aquaman? Are they not part of this brand new Justice League? Here's the thing when things don't fall down. When you don't give everyone a full picture and you give them half the picture to incite toxicity and negativity, you are exposed. Because we know that Aquaman and Wonder Woman are not being deleted. Pretty much Wonder Woman's already been confirmed for the Flash movie. There was some picture of her putting makeup on or whatever, right? She's in the Flash movie and she's also in Shazam and she could also be in Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. So I think we can say with all certainty somehow Aquaman and Wonder Woman are definitely going to be part of this brave new world, this new Justice League. I think we can definitely say that. So we don't really know the full workings of what they're planning. What I can tell you is that there is a brand new Justice League, that Ben Affleck most probably will not be Batman, and there's a 75% chance that she's telling the truth. They're telling the truth about Cavill only being involved in old footage on a TV screen in the Flash movie. But here's the problem, and this is why it's not 100% and it's 75%, because last week we were reading leaks together on this very channel, on this very show, that Barry Allen goes back to Man of Steel and pre-warns Superman about what's going to happen, so he fights Zod and Faora and the rest of the Kryptonians somewhere unpopulated. If this is true, and I think it is, how can Henry Cavill not be in this movie? You see, and you say, well, why don't they deny all of this? Well, Ezra Miller has, but they don't want to give you a picture of what's going to happen. The whole idea of this film is supposed to be mysterious. It's supposed to be a surprise. So you can't have Barry Allen talking to Superman if Superman's only in this via old footage, right? So who knows what's true and what's not. But let's just say Henry Cavill is only in this from old footage, right? It could happen, but this is the problem with working off of things that you don't have the full picture of. And so things like Black Canary and Michael Keaton's Batman working together, kind of exciting. But this, what they do is, very smartly, when they release this rumour, because that's all it can be at this point, is that Supergirl is replacing Superman and Batgirl is replacing Batman. You see what they do? They create a toxic environment for the new projects, which is what they really want. These are people who shill, fake. This works because if people hate on the DC Extended Universe, then they say, oh yeah, the Marvel, look how great Marvel is. But everyone on the internet has agendas, and if you don't understand that at this point, you are not paying attention. So yes, the Central Universe will be much different after the Flash movie. And yes, the Snyderverse will be removed from Earth 1. Yes, Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck may not be Batman and Superman by the end of that movie. That is a possibility. But this is what they're actually doing. They're taking away the Snyderverse and they're putting it in a pocket universe or a new Earth or whatever they're doing. It's not being deleted. It's being removed from the Central Universe. And Grace Randolph and other people actually know this. So it's not being deleted. It's just not going to be part of the Central Universe. What have these rumours done? Do you think they actually have hurt the Flash movie? No. All you're doing here is creating more intrigue. You bloggers have just guaranteed that this film clears $1 billion at most. But imagine this. What if, like I think it's going to be, that this movie is a great movie and it's actually good and it reworks the franchise in a good way? So when a director says that nothing's going to be forgotten and everything's going to be remembered, that tells you a story. So yes, a lot of elements that we know in the DCEU Earth 1 will be changed. The DC Extended Universe Earth 1 will be different. But this is why there's a multiverse, to remove Zack Snyder's universe from the Central Universe and give it a pocket universe of its own. Zack Snyder knew this when he was promoting the Snyder Cut, saying that the Snyderverse is in its own Elseworld, because he knew what they were going to do. It's not a total deletion. It's not a deletion. It's just being removed from, it's being moved from one place to another. Do you get me? Do you now understand? So the Snyderverse will still be around and there will still be potential to restore the Snyderverse. But some of you enjoy the propaganda. You think by shooting this movie down, the Snyderverse will be restored easily. No. 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 So it's all very well coming in and having hot takes. And it's interesting. And I remember, I think I read something from Jezebel, who's a cinephile, who I follow and I respect, and she said that actors lie, talking about what Ezra Miller said. Well, he's not lying. He's not lying. He's not telling you exactly everything that's going on in the film. He can't, of course. But what he's saying is there's no way. Think about this. Think about this for a minute. Zack Snyder's VFX team in this movie. Do you really think they would be involved in a movie that would shit on Zack's universe? No. Ezra Miller, a man cast by Zack Snyder himself, a friend of Zack Snyder's. Do you think that Ezra will be shitting on Zack Snyder? No. So what you've been told here are half-truths. They're not lies. They're half-truths to incite an angry reaction. As I say, it's up to you who you trust here, boys and girls, and however you identify as. If you trust me, you get honesty and you get clarity, because I don't need to make money off of you. I don't need 100k views to do another video. I'm doing it for the love and fun of entertainment and storytelling and the DC Extended Universe. This has been the DCEU Daily. I'm Mick, your host with the most. Just ask your girlfriends and your wives, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss this perfection, and just listen. Nothing's being deleted. It's like when you move from one house to the other. Things get stored in other places. That's all that's happening here. So yes, a lot of what you've read here is true, but basically that isn't the full picture. You haven't been given the full picture. The Snyderverse will be alive somewhere else. And as we've already been told by Andy Muschietti himself, he's unifying every live action piece of DC ever made, right, into one universe. That means nothing's being deleted. It's one big franchise. But there will be a central universe, and that central universe will be a lot different, and that's okay. So next time you post some propaganda, maybe think that you're posting propaganda from people who have made a career out of using you with lies, with blowing the flute and getting you to follow them. There's truths, there's half-truths, and you are being sold half-truths. Everything will be all right by the end of the Flash movie. But at the end of the day, if you choose to believe the Grace Randalls of this world and the Twitter account that was only formed in October of 2021, that's entirely up to you. I'm speaking the truth, and they're speaking half-truths. I will see you again in the next video. Until then, au revoir, goodbye, auf Wiedersehen.